Hello everyone, MikeMoneyGMR here, and you're probably wondering, I'm staring at the home menu of what? That is just a question I need you to ask yourselves. What game could I possibly be playing if I'm not doing a Let's Show Off? If I'm doing a Let's Play, what game could I possibly be playing that's on the Wii that I haven't already completed that would require me to go into my home menu? You're about to find out, and you're going to love me for it. Once this loads up, of course. And as you can tell, it is an N64 game, so that might give a slight hint. I don't know. And so will this. And of course this. If you don't know what it is by now, I worry about you. I swear. Unless, of course, you've never heard of this game, then I don't really worry too much. Though, actually I do, because you don't really have much good taste in games. Still know what it is? God, I really hope you do now. I'll let this music play out. Yeah, that's enough of letting the music play. So basically, if you don't know what this game is called by now, it's going to be showing it pretty soon, I believe. But I'm not going to tell you just yet because I don't want to, and that would be uncomfortable sitting on a fence like that. I don't know about you, but my ass would hurt if I sat on a fence. In fact, it gets me thinking of a story, but I'm not going to tell you it because it would kind of take away from this awesomeness right here. Hey, the music's stopping. And getting sinister. Who the hell is that? And what the hell is he staring at? Oh my god. Welcome everyone to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. That's right. I had just downloaded this game and like literally just went to the Wii channel and bought it. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, well, I just got back from a trip. One of my Let's Plays is almost over. And I'm not really in the mood to play it right now, and I don't want to beat it just yet. And so instead of, like, you know, waiting until I finish another Let's Play, I'll just put one of those on the back burners and focus on this for a while. Now, many of you out there are going to be super happy to see this, like I said. And I know for one, I know one person in general, I'm not going to mention his name, because he probably doesn't care if I do or not. He's probably going to be jumping up and down, doing a little dance, and everybody in the room is going to be like, what the hell is wrong with you? Will you calm down, you psycho? Anyway, now, let's just change the subject here and go on to this. A little bit of backstory to Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. I do own this game for the Nintendo 64. However, since I have no knowledge of how to make that play through my recording device, I'm not going to try and do that. I'm just going to use the Wii version, which is the Wii Virtual Channel version, of course, and just go from there. Now, I haven't decided on a name yet. there's a few things I could use. I could use a, if I really wanted to, I could just play as somebody else's name, just kind of use one of my subscribers' names, but that'd be silly, because I'm supposed to be using my name, right? Because I'm the one playing this game right now, and you guys are going to be playing along with me if you so choose. Which if you do, don't expect a walkthrough out of this, because I'll be honest with you, the reason why what I was talking about when I said my backstory is, I've only beaten this game once. And it was a no way 100%. Second part of the story. I had to have help to defeat this game. A friend of mine had to help me get through it. He had to help me point out things when I visited his house and watched him play it. He had to help me, like he had to help tell me where certain items in the game were and stuff like that. I had to use a guide. However, I'm slightly thinking about challenging myself for this Let's Play. I'm thinking about going fist to the wall, so to speak, and not using any way of help until I get completely stuck. Like, unless I get totally trapped where I can't figure out what to do next, that's when I use a guide. But for now, I'm just gonna you know, casually play through this. And I think I chose my name. I think I'm gonna be Mike. I think that's the best one. I could probably fit a little bit more, but I like Mike. It's just an awesome little name. And we're gonna go with that. And you got your first file here. Now if you notice, you got your rupee count, your max count, your heart piece count, and the amount of hearts you have. Let's see, we took a little bit of time getting to this point. I'm sorry about that, guys. Let's see, what else can I talk about while this beginning thing is going? Oh wait, I won't be able to. In the land of Hyrule, there's extra legend, a legend held dearly by the royal family that tells of a boy. A boy who, after battling evil and saving Hyrule, crept away from the land that had made him a legend. Fast text is fast. Done with the battles he once waged across time, he embarked on a journey, a secret and personal journey. A journey in search of a beloved and invaluable friend. A friend with whom he parted ways when he finally fulfilled his heroic destiny and took his place among legends. That sounds to be familiar. I'm gonna let the music play here. God. Okay. And this guy just appears out of nowhere. You two fairies did great. I wonder if he has anything good on him. Huh? This guy? Well, that shouldn't be a problem. I wonder what they say to him. Like, it never explains why he's like this guy. What about him? Well, it actually does later, but at this point it doesn't. Ew, he's touching me. Ugh. I would flip out if someone touched me like that. I don't care if I'm knocked out or anything. I'd flip the fuck out. Anyway. Oh, what a pretty ocarina. Hey, Skull Kid, let me touch it. I want to see. You can't tail? What would we do if you dropped it and broke it? No way, you can't touch it. Actually, I've owned an ocarina. It would probably happen. That would probably happen if you dropped it. Not one that looks like that, sadly, but a really cool one all the same. It says, why can't I try it out too? Anyway, we wake up finally. Your look on our face is awesome. Yeah, dumbass, like I didn't see it. Hey, don't steal my horse too! You little jackass, now what am I supposed to do? Hold on for dear life, I guess. I always used to wonder what he was holding on to, but if you look carefully, it's actually he's holding on to the guy's leg. Anyway, here he goes around this log, causing you to get thrown off. Now, even though the music's kind of announcing that you need to rush, you really don't. In fact, I'd recommend just kind of like exploring this place, because if you look, this place is really cool looking. You know, you have this like open field, you got like the forest where you were before, you know, and then you got where they're at. Then if you come over here, you can use your sword and just cut this grass. You won't really get much except for like some rubies, which seem to have disappeared. That was weird. Oh, there it was. Haha. And if you hold down the button, as always, you'll do a little spin attack. Or if you can get it to work, you can also spin attack by doing the same thing as before, where you know, spin around like this and then let go. But as always, you know I'm going to screw that up, so don't expect me to do that. Anyway, you walk through here. You'll see these series of logs, but there's also this tree over here. If you roll into it, nothing happens. I'm going to try it anyway, because I've never done it before. Yeah, so you don't have anything happen. If you attack these, they start kind of going crazy, but each one of them drops a coin. To get the most out of them, you want to use a spin attack in the middle of them. Let's see, what else can I talk about? Z targeting is the same, even though I call it L targeting, because I use the GameCube controller. Anyway, you saw the Link kind of turned into an acrobat all of a sudden. Or acrobat, whatever you want to call it. Then when you fall down this weird thing, you see all these weird symbols come up. Kind of a strange little thing. Then you fall on this little flower thing, and you're like, what the hell? These lights come on, and you see that guy again. What's with that stupid horse of yours? It doesn't listen to a word that's said to it. There's no point around anything like that, so I did you a favor and got rid of it. Hehe. Aw, boo-hoo, why the sad face? I just thought I'd have a little fun with you. Oh, come now. Do you really think you can beat me as I am now? Fool. And then he does some weird head jiggle thing that causes Link to freak out. At first it's not really apparent why this is happening, but then you got this little cutscene here. And you don't control anything here, so if you want, you can set the controller down for a little bit. All of a sudden all these Deku Scrubs come up around you and you're like, what the heck? And so without thinking, you just run off instead of pull out your sword. And you're covering your face like, oh my god, something bad's gonna happen, I just know it, ah! And then you get eaten. Okay, where's Link? Actually, that is Link. Yes, in this game you become a Deku Scrub at the very beginning of it. Now that's a good look for you. You'll stay here looking that way forever. Now, that doesn't seem really fair now, does it? But, oh well. This fairy here stops you when you try to chase after the guy. I know what his name is, I just don't want to say it yet, because I don't really care. He's like, sis! And the door shuts. And this fairy being a wussy is like, whoa, whoa, Skull Kid, wait for me, I'm still here. Tail, you can't leave without me. Yeah, most people just spoil who he is right away. It is the Skull Kid. And she's like, you can't leave me here? So she beats on the door like an idiot. And it looks pitiful. You! If I wasn't dealing with you, I wouldn't have gotten separated from my brother. What the hell kind of angle is that? You're staring at me like flying around like, and if we could actually see what you look like, you'd probably be like leaning to the side in a weird triangular shape, freaking out on us. I don't know, it's weird. Don't just stand there, Deku boy. Do something. Why are you looking at me like that? What? Is there something stuck on my face? Will you stop staring and just open that door for me? Please, come on, a helpless little girl is asking you, so hurry up. Helpless little girl? Okay. Oh, Tail, what if that child will be alright on his own? Okay. Well, anyway. If you come back over here, something that people don't usually do, you can actually dive into this flower. There's really no point in doing so, but it's just kind of funny because you can dive inside and come out with little flowers and fly around. No point. And then also, another thing you might notice, your sword is no longer able to be used. Instead, you kind of do this goofy little spin attack thing. And that's the way you hurt enemies from now on. Sort of. Anyway, you come up to the door, you have the open symbol, so you open the door. And she follows you, don't worry. And if you start running off, she's like, hey, wait for me, don't leave me behind. So, that stuff back there, I apologize, so, take me with you. Do I have a choice? You want to know about that skull kid who just ran off, right? Well, I just so happen to have an idea where he might be going. Take me with you and I'll help you out. Deal? Still, I don't feel like I have a choice here. Please? Good, so then it's settled. See, I told you I don't have a choice. This woman's gonna follow me around even if I said no. God, I hate that. Now then, I'll be your partner. Or at least until we catch that skull kid. My name's Tattle. So, it's nice to meet you, or whatever. Now that we've got all that straightened out, can we stop messing around and get moving? You got a good point, Tattle. If I figure something out, press up C and I'll tell you. Or in other words, just button. Hopefully you'll manage to get by without my help until then. Link shrugs like, oh, what the hell. If you step on that flower shell, it'll do something for you, but if you look down here, there's some stuff down there. There's not really anything you can really do, except there's another bush, collection of money over there that you can do. Other than that, there's really nothing down there, so you don't really want to go down. But when you walk on this, she's gonna do her thing. It's like, hey, if I call you, press right away. I can tell you're not very used to your Deku scrub body yet. Alright, listen up. If you press and hold A as a Deku scrub while standing on a Deku flower, you can dive into it. If you wait a bit before releasing A, you'll launch out of the flower. I know, that sounded hilarious just because I started stuttering because I'm kind of cold. It's become winter, and it's pretty much become winter out of, like, nowhere where I live, so kind of sucks. And, like, I haven't turned on the heater in my recording room yet because, well, it's kind of a waste of money since I live in a 2-story house, and so to turn the heater on upstairs and the one downstairs, it's kind of like a mixture of heat, and so it's kind of a silly thing to do, so I just have it off. But anyway, it says push A while flying to descend. Did you get that? Well, sort of, yeah. Are you sure? One more thing, press A when you're on the ground to perform a spin attack. Wasn't I already showing them off back there? God, you're an idiot, Tattle. Okay, so how this works is you saw the little bit of pollen coming. That's when you know you can let go. Just to show you real quick. Say you tried to let go too soon. You just pop out. That's all that happens. You can't do anything. And when I first started this game, I did that 4 times before I finally figured out you had to wait for the little thing of crap to come out. It's actually pollen. I just like saying crap. In the next room here, you got another big area. If you look around, you'll see there's a series of platforms and a treasure chest up there. Other than that, there's really nothing else in this room. But if you go to the treasure chest, you'll get a certain little item that we've seen before. And so it's a good idea to try to get to it. It doesn't matter if you don't get it, it's just something that's kind of useful. There we go. You got a Deku nut! Press B while flying to drop a Deku bomb. upon impact, it makes a blinding flash, freezing enemies in their tracks, and sometimes killing them. Another fact, you notice how I had a little bit of trouble getting up here? When you first come out of a flower, you notice that you're at the top of your jump that you come out, so you're like flying up here. However, as you get further away from a flower, there's a little invisible thing that tells you that you're about to fall. If you get too far away, you'll fall, and well, it won't end well for you. Let's just say that. How you can tell is, like I said, he'll start shaking like this. That's how you know you're about to run out. Most likely, you're gonna make it to the next platform. Hey, you, come on, press Z and talk to me, or in this case, L. There you go. See, you can do it if you try. When I fly over to people or objects, press Z to look at them so you can talk to them. Use the targeting to talk to people even if they're far away. So it gives you this tutorial even before you meet someone. That's kind of nice, instead of making you have to meet someone and force you to do it then. Well, it didn't really force you in Ocarina of Time, but you get my point. Or if there's no one to target, you can use Z to look straight ahead. Enough about that for now. Come over here to this tree and check it out. Okay. What up, tree? It's strange, but the way you look right now sort of looks like this tree. Looks a little dark and gloomy, almost like you could start crying at any second now. How sad. It is very sad. I mean, look at this thing. It's just all depressing, and I don't want to stand next to it anymore. Anyway, you walk through here, and you get this cool little twisty hallway cutscene. And then the door shuts, never to let you go back to that place again. Now, when I first played this game, I was like, oh crap, I bet I forgot something. Don't worry, there was no collectibles that you needed to get there, except for, well, even these you don't really need. Also in this game, if you press A on an item, it'll actually tell you what it is. See, instead of like before when you hit A, I think it did that in Ocarina of Time too. The trusty sword you're familiar with, that's from Kukui Forest. And the hero shield, use R defend, press R1 while Z targeting defend while moving. Yeah, we got the Kukui sword again. It looks different though in this game. It kind of got a much needed upgrade if you ask me. It now has a blue handle. The blade looks a little bit different. The yellow on it is one of my favorite colors, so that's kind of cool too. You got your little music score thing here, so we're going to be using an ocarina again, of course. You got your heart containers here, or heart pieces. You got something that's going to be important here later. You got some unknown item here. We don't know what that is for now. Then you got these empty spots, which I don't know what they have yet. Then you got your map, which we're in a town called Clocktown, apparently. I don't know where that is. And yeah. Also, if you notice, no longer when I hit B will it ask me to save. Yes, there's no saving on the overworld map anymore. We'll find out how to deal with that later. Now, if you just run up here, you look around and you're like, huh, this looks kind of neat. There's all these gears. I mean, there's this door over here that looks important. There's the area we came from. Yeah, I mean, this looks pretty awesome. Other than that, there's going to be a cutscene, so I'm going to stop the video here. When I return, we will do the cutscene, and, yeah, we'll see what happens. And I'll probably go over more backstory as well, and tell you about how much trouble I had through this game, because like I said, this is going to be a lot of fun, because it's been, I want to say, oh, how old was I when I finally finished this game? This is going to sound funny, but I want to say I was 16, but I don't really remember. And that'd be years ago, since I'm 22 now. But yeah, you can do the math. But yeah, basically, it's been years since I played this game, so this is going to be a lot of fun to watch, just I can guarantee it. Of course, you might be yelling at me in the comments. Oh yes, before I go on, please, please, please do not post any spoilers of any kind in the comments. I know I've never made this rule before, but it's because in most of my other videos, nobody's ever really played the game I've played enough to really post spoilers, or you guys are just so awesome that you know better to do that. So instead, I'm just going to say, please don't post any spoils, please don't post any, like, okay, you can post helpful tips, but just keep them on like the down low. Like, for example, like if I missed something, please let me know whenever that comes time to that, like chest or something like that. If I missed one, let me know about it, because I would really appreciate that, and stuff like that in dungeons, for example. But that's way in the future. For now, let's just stop this episode and get to that cutscene in the next episode. Till then.